Give me 7 minutes and I will help you defeat lust. First, I want you to understand something. If you're here right now watching this video and you're sincerely trying to conquer lust in your life, it means you're already on the right path. Don't see it as your weakness, see it as your blessing. The very fact that you recognize the battle means that God has already opened your eyes. He's already working within you. You are already awake. You've been chosen to fight the same fight that some of the best and the greatest men of God have been chosen to fight. Look at Solomon as an example, one of the wisest men to have ever lived, the man that was chosen to build God's temple. Yet he was conquered by lust, and that lust led him away from the Lord. That's the warning, but that's also the calling. Like Solomon, you are a builder of temples. Your body is the temple. And when you master lust, you rise from the lower impulses of the flesh to the higher faculties of the spirit. Think of it like climbing a mountain. At the base, there's lust, the raw animal drive pulling you downward. But as you climb, every choice of discipline, every moment of resistance, every prayer, every act of transmutation lifts you higher and higher. And at the summit, at the very top, is divine wisdom, the heavens of the mind where God's Spirit dwells. That is where you're meant to live. Now let's be clear about what lust actually does to a man. Lust is not harmless. It's an enemy working in the background, draining the very strength that you need to lead. When lust controls you, your energy drops, your focus scatters, your ability to think clearly and act decisively gets compromised. A man ruled by lust will always struggle to command respect because deep down he knows he doesn't have command over himself. Leadership demands clarity. Lust breeds confusion. Leadership requires discipline. Lust feeds on indulgence. Leadership calls for strength. Lust leaves you weaker every time you give in. And it's not only spiritual, it's physical. Lust hijacks your brain chemistry, lowers your testosterone, robs you of drive, and fogs your mind. Slowly but surely, it eats away at the very vessel, the temple, that God entrusted you with. If you want to lead, if you want to build, if you want to rise, you must defeat lust. Otherwise, it will defeat you. Here's the deeper truth that most men never hear. Lust is not just about sex. It's about energy. God designed your sexual energy to be one of the most powerful forces in your life. It's meant to build families, fuel creativity, sharpen your vision, and drive your mission. But when lust rules you, that same energy is wasted. It's scattered on fruitless fantasies, on screens, and empty indulgences. What was designed to make you strong becomes the very thing that keeps you weak. Remember Solomon. He was given wisdom, power, wealth, but lust turned his heart away from God. That's the pattern that we can recognize. If you don't master lust, lust will master you. But when you conquer lust, you become like Solomon at his best, a builder of temples. Your body is the temple, and when you master your sexual energy, you rise from the lower impulses of the flesh to the higher faculties of the spirit. You climb the mountain of your being until you reach the summit, the mind illuminated by divine wisdom. That's why semen retention, chastity, and discipline aren't just restrictions. They are tools of transformation. They take raw desire and turn it into strength, vision, and authority. They make you the man that God created you to be. Now let's talk about the path forward. If you want to defeat lust, you need a clear strategy. Step 1 is awareness. Lust doesn't come out of nowhere. It starts with a spark. It starts with a thought, an image, a memory. Most men lose because they're unconscious. They're asleep at the wheel. You need to sharpen your awareness. Catch it in the moment as it rises and shut it down before it grows. Step 2 is transmutation. Don't push that lust away. Learn to redirect it. That's what I teach my students to do. That energy is fuel. Use it. Channel it into training, into work, into prayer, into your service. Energy doesn't disappear, it transforms. If you don't give it a higher purpose, it will pull you down. And step 3 is accountability. No man wins the fight alone. Lone wolves get picked off easily. You need brothers in the same battle, men who call you higher and keep you sharp. Isolation is where lust thrives. Brotherhood, community, is where lust dies. Putting these three together, awareness, transmutation, accountability, and you stop playing defense. You go on the offense. You take back control and train yourself to be a man of clarity, focus, and strength. So here's the decision in front of you. You can keep letting lust rule your life, draining your energy, clouding your focus, and robbing you of your strength. Or you can step up, take responsibility, and defeat it. The battle with lust is not about perfection, it's about direction. Every step of awareness, discipline, and brotherhood moves you closer to the man God called you to be. But you won't win this fight by accident. You need structure, you need a plan, and you need men who will walk with you. If you're serious about breaking free, then take the next step. Go to the link in the description and take the free transmutation guide. And if you're really serious, book some time with me so we can discuss where you're at in your journey, and then I'll be better equipped to directly and personally support you with the next steps, trainings, or resources that make sense for you. Let's do this together. Let's beat lust. I appreciate you being part of the community. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you never miss a video. I'll see you on the next one. God bless you.